Welcome back, everyone. If you're new here, my name is Clinton. Welcome and thank you for stopping by. If you enjoy my content, please definitely leave a like and subscribe. And for the returners and new, please check out my other videos if you have not already, so we can help grow this channel. But the topic for today is we'll be doing another experiment for chemistry. And basically we'll be doing reactions and we'll see like colors that will form based on the ingredients I have here. So the ingredients we'll be using today is a cabbage. This is the main ingredient. Can you believe it? A cabbage. But yes, so we'll be using a cabbage, vinegar, baking soda. So basically what I'm trying to do right now is I'll be boiling, a couple leaves of this baking soda, and then, once I have the soup, I'll put it into 3 different cups where I'll add water in one, baking soda in another, and vinegar in another. And we'll see like the reaction that forms in that and what colors are produced from that. So, based on that, if you already know, vinegar is an acid. Usually you can tell something's an acid sort of by like its pungent smell, taste, and other things. While baking soda is a base, and those two things already tell us that the color that will be produced from reacting with the soup of this boiled cabbage will definitely be different, obviously, from compared to water. And I'll take you along to see what colors are formed and what that looks like. So it's definitely going to be very fun. I'm excited for this one. So follow along. Okay, so I have added my red cabbage into the pot. I put about 600 milliliter of water, peeled the red cabbage, put in the pot. So I'm going to boil this for 3 minutes. And once those 3 minutes are up, I'll show you guys to see the reaction that forms and what color occurs once it's been boiled. Oh, look at that. See how the water's changed, like purplish color, like the cabbage. So that's really cool. So that's like the soup, after boiling the cabbage. So, my 3 cups are here. They're ready. So what I'm going to do is let this cool down for a bit. And then I will add the soup of this to the 3 cups. Then I'll add additional water to 1 of the cup. I'll add the vinegar. And then I'll add the baking soda, and we're gonna see what reaction it produces. But see how cool that is? It's literally like a purplish color. So, that's the reaction, after letting this boil. So again, just gonna let this cool down and see the reaction. Okay, so after, the solution is cooled down for a bit, see how it's literally like that purple color. So I, poured it into these 3 cups, and first I'll start off with the first cup. I'll add, this is 10 to 20 ml of water. So I'm gonna add this water and let's see the reaction that happens. Like, this is really cool, so let's watch. So adding it. So that's our water added, right? If you look closely, there's really no change, right? It remains the same. Nothing happens, no reaction occurs. And the reason for this is because water is already neutral. Like, it doesn't have any ions it's giving or receiving. So, when we added the soup of the cabbage, no reaction occurred. Why? Because water is already neutral, so it remained the same. Let's see if that's going to be the case as well for the vinegar. So this is about 5 to 10 milliliter of vinegar. So let's add it to our second and see what happens. Whoa, see that? Wow, see how that turned into like a reddish sort of pinkish color? Wow, like see, this is very cool. Wow. So, you know, a reaction did happen here, right? Why did this happen? Now, just like I said before, the vinegar is an acid, right? Usually you can tell that by, you know, smells and things like that. But it has this, you know, reddish sort of pinkish color because, you know, it's you know, donating ions. It's not like water, it's not neutral, it's an acid. So a reaction is happening, it's donating its ions, and as a result of that, it's changing color to this reddish pinkish color we see right now. So this is really cool. You know, this is the acid for vinegar, from vinegar. Let's see what happens to the base from baking soda. So my baking soda right here, I'm going to add a teaspoon of baking soda, and just going to stir it up a bit, and voila. Wow, see that? See how it makes like sort of a greenish, I mean, from this perspective it's like a bit of a greenish, but like a bluish sort of color, not like the purple that we have here. Like, see that comparison? And you know, look at that comparison from the vinegar, right? So this is the baking soda. Like, wow, just wow. You know, so right here is our 3 different reactions. We have water again, which is neutral, so it remained the same. We have vinegar, which is an acid, where it donated its ions, you know, and in turn that changed it to this reddish pinkish color. And then we have baking soda, which is a base, where it's, you know, receiving ions, and you know, in turn that changes this to like this bluish greenish sort of color. So like, this is really cool. And I'm going to like change, you know, from here. So again, we have the first one with added water, added vinegar, and then added baking soda. So really enjoy this experiment. Again, if you haven't already, please hit that like and subscribe button so that we can grow this channel. You know, really enjoying making these videos, and these projects are really cool. I'll definitely be posting another, so stay tuned for that. Have a good one. Bye.